Now that's a beautiful sight. We have ancient. We have a facade built around the burial grounds of our patriarchs and matriarchs right here. Don't mind the mosque or the minaret. It's only temporary, for what represents who we are as a people is eternal. And that evil is only the representation of our lack of unity. God bless you all. We are here right now from Hebron. And I'm going to take you and show you what's going on here. And then we're going to say psalms together. And then I'm going to go give gear to a very special IDF soldier. Hi Andressa. Hi everybody. Thanks for joining. Le Facebook. זה שבע ברכות או משהו? Alright guys, what you're seeing right now is called שבע... מה? It's שבע ברכות. A couple just got married, Mazal Tov, and now they're celebrating together. It's called the 7 blessings. And it's spread out over a period of time where they get together with their family and they sing and they eat and they make blessings and they have a joyous time together. And they're doing it all right here in front of the Avot and Imahot. Not only our past, but also our future. Even though it's buried underground, it's as clear today as it ever was. People are learning Torah out here. It's really a beautiful night. And sometimes this is a place that very few people have an opportunity to ever come to. I'm going to take you to a very special place where we can get as close as we can to the burial site of Abraham and Sarah. That's right. It's that Abraham and Sarah. The famous ones. And that's right here. Now, it's important that you all understand, I'm carrying a whole bunch of stuff, so bear with me. I've got rifle and pistol, you name it. It's been a kind of violent day on the roads out here. And you know me, I don't take that very kindly. I believe that we will only see peace here when our children, as young as 4 or 5, can walk peacefully between their houses by Bethlehem to their houses in Hebron, here at the Cave of the Patriarchs, without fear of Arab terrorists launching projectiles like massive bricks and pipes and fire bombs through their windows. Unfortunately, an Israeli woman was nearly killed today right down the street from that very thing. And I said, what the hell? We're not going to let these animals chase us away. Listen to this. Do you hear this? Look at that. You hear about different types of Jews that may not get along with other types of Jews? You're seeing the exact opposite right now, live on Facebook. Haredi, Hasidic Jews, black hats, long coats, celebrating together with Zionist Jews, carrying pistols on their side. It's all the same because we're brothers and we're sisters. And this is just so beautiful. Just beautiful. You have any doubt at all as to where our future lies? You look right here and you just press rewind and play. It's so beautiful. Just to celebrate a bride and a groom in the alleyways of Hebron, the same place where Abraham in Genesis purchased this for his wife Sarah out of true love, not even worrying about the price. And then telling the man he bought it from that he requires a receipt, because he knew in the future the enemies of Israel would challenge our ownership. And our receipt is the Torah itself. We need no other. Let's go dance. וירא יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים עוד נשמה וירא יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חזן וכל כלה כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה Beauty. Just so beautiful. Let's drown out that call. That call that's calling for our destruction from this unfortunate area. Let's drown it out with happiness. Sing with us, no matter where you are. How can you not want to be a part of this? It's as beautiful for me as it is for you, I promise. It's hard for me to even speak. So beautiful. I'm so glad y'all are witnessing this. I'm so glad I came here. This is worth it all. Every single... This is life. Chaim, as we say. This is the groom. The groom is right here, and they're wishing him a peaceful home in Israel, a meaningful home in Israel. חזק וברוך, מזל טוב, מזל טוב, שכוייח, איזה, פשוט מדהים, חבל על הזמן, כל הכבוד לכם. That was beautiful. The whole world, man. Kiddush Hashem.
Live streaming?
Yeah. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
What's your name, bro?
Welcome to Hebron. Zavi Slava.
I'm Ben Goldstein. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Pleasure. This is Baruch Hashem. I was here to see this, and all these thousands and thousands of people have witnessed such achdut. The opposite of what they see everywhere else. Baruch Hashem. Nice to meet you, brother.
One family.
Amen. One family. Amen. One family. Oh, I'm in love. All right. All right, let me just go back and get my Psalms. And let's say Psalms for a minute. And then I got to go meet this very special soldier. I can't divulge his name at all. Let's just say he made a lot of people proud. And because of that, I think, and my gear dealer, my friend and brother who's watching this, hopefully, he also thinks that this individual deserves something very special. And that's not even a question. Anyways, I'm putting my tripod on, and then I'm gonna get us saying psalms in front of the tomb of Abraham and Sarah and Isaac and Jacob and their wives. And unfortunately, Rachel is not buried here. Rachel was buried on the road between Hebron and Jerusalem by Bethlehem in Ephrata, which is across the street from my house. Now, as you're staring at this, I chose Psalm 23 because I think it's perfect for where I am. And I swear to you, it just opened up randomly to it. This wasn't here. I put it here as a bookmark. And it's a beautiful psalm, as you know. So, if you don't mind, guys, I'm going to sit down without killing myself here. And as you stare at the children of Israel speaking Hebrew in a place where we were only allowed up until the 7th or 6th step of what was steps here, when we didn't rule this area. We couldn't, as Jews, come to pray at the cave of the Patriarchs and Matriarchs when the Muslims ruled over this area. We could only walk up to the 7th step of where we have a ramp right now. And now these children are speaking Hebrew, running around freely once again, while their mothers and fathers sing and wish praises upon the new brides and grooms of Israel and of Judea. Hare Yehuda, tell me that we are not in the times of redemption, and I will call you a liar to your face. We're here, guys and girls. We've made it. All we have to do is continue to walk the path. Last thing I'll say before I shut up and read Psalms is that Rosh Hashanah is coming up. Rosh Hashanah is not just a Jewish holiday, it's the new year for the whole world, for every living creature, crawling, flying, swimming, They're calling to prayer, the Jews. That's cool, I love it. It's the days of supplication. You can hear the shofar behind me. The days of supplication and prayer where the gates of heaven are wide open. There are no gates of heaven. Heaven is not physical. God is not physical. It's written throughout the prophecies and Torah. He's not. It's the metaphorical aspect so we can understand. Just like if I never drink water, I couldn't understand what it means to drink water. So it has to be explained to me in ways that me and my little human brain can fathom, which is why God tells us every time, do not try to understand my ways. You will not be successful in it. So let's make a bracha, a blessing on the water that we drink, even as something as simple as this. And then let's say Psalms. And I'm embarrassed to say I left the names of the 13 U.S. service members who were killed in Afghanistan. A lot of people were killed in Afghanistan. A lot of U.S. service members and others were killed in Afghanistan by the filthy savages. But these 13 truly represented something to all of us. They represented such selflessness that their last pictures were holding little babies that they rescued. Their last pictures were bringing people on that had nowhere else to turn to. No matter what their religion is, no matter who they bow down to or not. These 13 service members, Marines, Navy, Army, they deserve to be memorialized in this very city where the ancient meets the modern, as does our warrior of the IDF, Bar-El, who was murdered at point blank by a Hamas terrorist on the Gaza border, simply due to our government's inability to allow us to truly protect and defend ourselves, our children, our neighborhoods, and our borders the way they should be, like any human being should be granted. That will change too, because we as a people will change that through our unity and through our focus and through our walking the path. Of that I have no doubt. Anyways, let's say Psalms. You know what? Forget that. I'm going to take you up there. I'm not sitting back here. What am I? I got a first class seat. So let's go take it. Get as close to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Sarah, and Rebecca, and Leah, and Adam, and Eve as we can. Alright, I have no idea what you can see and what you cannot. I'm assuming you can see where I am. I'm going to say, actually we're here almost alone, I'm going to say Psalm 23. And we're as close as we can get to the burial grounds of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Sarah. It's really beautiful. Mizmor LeDavid. This is a psalm of David, and we're saying this in honor of our warriors. David was the penultimate warrior. A warrior physically and a warrior for God. And God bless the souls of the warriors of America who sacrificed everything. Unfortunately, they didn't have to, but unfortunately due to a defunct government that has completely abandoned them and you, and will continue to do so at every opportunity to control you and to treat you like sheep instead of we the people. We're going to pray for you and for them, as well as Bar-El. Mizmor LeDavid Adonai Roi Lo Echsor. Bino deshayar bitzeni al me menuchot yaneli nafshi yeshovev yancheni b'magle tzedek leman shemo gam ki elech b'gei tzal movet lo iroro ki ato imodi shiftecho umishantecho hemo yenachamuni. It's actually a beautiful song. My voice is kind of shot, but it's really a beautiful song. It's all about the valley of the shadow of death that we all know. And it goes something like Gam ki elech b'gei tzal movet lo iroro ki ato imodi shiftecho umishantecho shiftecho umishantecho Hemoy nachamuni Taroch lefonai shulchon Taroch lefonai shulchon Taroch lefonai shulchon Neged soreroi Di shanto b'shemen roshi Di shanto b'shemen roshi Di shanto b'shemen roshi Kosirim oyoy Ach tov v'chesed Yirdefuni kol yemei chayai V'shavti b'veis Hashem V'shavti b'veit Hashem Le'orech yomim. The reason why I do that is because that's not obviously the song that David wrote to it. It's not the word, it's not the music. But if we can't sing music to each other, music that was the music of the greatest warrior poet, leader of Israel, the seed of the Mashiach, if we can't sing to each other in harmony, even if we lose our voices, if we can't bring peace and comfort to each other, even through trying to sing these words of holiness, then we're not doing even a quarter of our job right. You got to step out of your comfort zone. A Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside still waters. He revives my soul, he guides me in the right path for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table for me in sight of my enemies. And let me tell you, there are snipers up there. And I'm not kidding you. This is a tremendous Hamas stronghold directly in front of us. There's absolute violence and genocide across from all of this holiness and beauty and light. God comforts us. We fear not. You spread a table for me in sight of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness will follow me all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for many years to come. You better believe it. It's not even a question. It's a promise. I don't know if that's gunfire, I don't know if that's fireworks, but I don't care. I'm ready for both, whether it's a party or a war. Goldstein's prepared. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to the car. I'm actually, if you want to stick with me for just a second, you're gonna hear some car noises, but I'm gonna drive a little bit through Hebron to get to this soldier. I don't know if you've ever seen it before or not, but I think it's worth watching. Anyways, bear with me for a minute. Let me show you what's down here. Oh wait, I actually have to go up and get my stuff up there. I totally forgot. I'm so into this scene that I completely forgot that I lost everything up top. So much for awareness tonight. quickly. Let's go grab it. Let's go get into the Batmobile. And let's get ourselves through Hebron a little bit. I'll show you around. It's probably a ghost town right now. But if you've never been, or even if you have been, it's always worth visiting again. Here, we'll take the back way to the car. See if we meet any of our peace partners on the way out. Here's some right now. Anyways, that gate's locked, so I guess we gotta go the other way. All right, guys, say goodbye to the cave of the Patriarchs and Matriarchs. We'll see you soon, of course. Let's go check out some other areas. We've got our border police fighters here protecting us. Yeah, you're thinking that's my car, but it's not. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I can do some serious work in that thing. Or that one. All right, give me a second. All right. Beep, 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 beep. Let's go. Hey, give me 1 second, okay? Don't go anywhere. I promise this is gonna be worth it. I have to see where the soldier is located, and I have to see on the maps. Please don't go anywhere. It'll take me 10 seconds. Please. It's worth where, as I promised, I just had to kind of check out where he is. And when we get there, I can't show you his face or anything, but I did want to take you on a drive around here to show you the area, because most of you have never ever been here. And this is the very place where literally the mayor of Arab Hebron is a murderer. He murdered Jews, and now he runs Arab Hebron, and he walks around here in a suit, the pig that he is. No offense to pigs, and I'm Jewish, I don't eat them. Anyways, we're gonna check out where he's located. There used to be a swastika that the Arabs beautifully spray painted right here. Not anymore, I guess it's gone. I'm just gonna show you through the alleyways a little bit, and then we'll see. Hold on, give me 1 second, okay? Hey guys, give me 1 second, okay? I gotta ask a question. I'm sorry, I can't divulge certain information. Anyways, this is Hebron, and the streets are empty, the stores are shuttered, no building is allowed here. It's like a total freeze. Right across from you is an Arab cemetery, right across from you is an entire Arab area where there's unfortunate violence quite often. We're gonna continue driving, so I can show you for a minute, then I'm gonna turn around and say hello to the soldier. Hold on, let me get rid of that. All right, just bear with me for a second. I want to see if I can take you to the tomb of Ruth, Is it Ruth? No, yeah, hold on. Let me see who it is. It might be the tomb of Ruth and Boaz here. And if it is, I want you to see it. So we're quite literally driving through ancient Hebron right now. Praying with you, by giving to our soldiers, by making blessings, by singing, by showing you the beauty of Israel. It's a tremendous merit that we can all watch this together. And truly, I feared nothing, nor should we. Why should I? I literally should fear nothing anywhere we are in this land. I've been granted an M16, a few mags, and a Glock helps. That isn't what saves us. That is what we are taught by God every moment of the day. Don't rely on the tools. Rely on God. מה המצב, אחי? קייב הערוץ, זה שם? Cool, תודה. Alright guys, we're going to go see the grave of Ruth, which is, I think, amazing because I'm constantly taking you to the fields of Ruth and Boaz, and now I'm hoping we can enter into the graves of Ruth and Boaz. תגיד לי, הקברים של רות זה פתוח? פתוח? כאילו לסרטון, אני בפייסבוק. כן, כן. איפה זה? פה? אני יכול לחנות פה? תקשיב. כן. אתה עולה עד למעלה? כן. ואז יש לך שתי מכונות שתייה. אוקיי. אוקיי. מכיר, יש שלט שם. יש חניה שם או פה? פה. יאללה ברו, אהבה. תשמור על עצמך. תודה רבה לך. Nice. Micro Tavor with a grenade launcher. That means business. Alright, we're going to park here and I'm going to see if we can walk up a little bit. Almost done. Hold on. Alright. Alright, let's go. Here's a Hebron Observatory. Y'all want to go see if that's open? Why not, right? We're here. Let's go check it out. Let's see how high we can get here in Hebron and see the view. I've been here once. I did a video from here. It's really beautiful. I just have to say, I doubt it's open right now. This late. I wish it were. Anyways. What most people don't realize is like 97% of Hebron, unfortunately, is ruled by the PLO and Hamas. And the Jews get all of 3%, and that's too much for our peace partners to even consider. They demand this place to be Judenrein. But hey, let's not get in the way of peace, right? Right. All right, we're here. It's open. Awesome. talking. Wow. Woo hoo hoo hoo. That's gorgeous. So we were just right there at the cave, praying, watching a Sheva Brachot, unity. And now we're looking at all of Hebron, And unfortunately, it's all controlled more or less by terrorists. And they like to tell you how they live horrible lives. This place is so wealthy with the Arabs. I saw a Mercedes Maybach, that's how you even call it, yesterday with PLO license plates. I have a video of it I'm gonna give to you guys. It's gonna be hilarious. The suffering is ridiculous. They live gorgeous lives. All this, everything you see, everything is Arab. And this tiny little enclave here that we're in is for the Jews. And that's just way too much. The hatred of Jacob knows no boundaries. Please God, we will overcome that together. Now, I'm gonna give you a peek into Arab Hebron. There's a big shopping mall right here. That's what that is. It's a major street where there's a lot of shops. You see cars that are valued into the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars here with PLO license plates every day. Hundreds of them driving down the street. This scam has to stop. And people nurturing terrorists has to stop. We have to see the reality for what it is. And we have to tell our patriarchs and matriarchs that we haven't abandoned them. It shouldn't just be an island of light in the middle of darkness. This all needs to be light, and the darkness needs to be completely turned off. That's at least what I believe. Oh, so right here, down here, right below us is the tomb. Let me get it for you. Tombs of Ruth and Yishai. That's pretty cool. Ruth and Jesse. Wow. Let's go check it out.
Who are you?
I'm Ben. Who are you?
I'm really inspired by what you're saying, even though I've been here like 10 times.
I can be here 100 trillion times, and if we don't feel this magnificent beauty, then we may as well just go back to wherever we came from and call it quits. All we are is the future of this, and the light is just so strong.
Where are you from? Are you from here?
I live in the Gush, down the street. I'm from Tennessee. I'm a redneck Jew originally. Where are you from?
I live in Beit Shemesh now.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, this is it. Look at you. You have to realize most tourists, even most Americans your age, would never even dream of coming here. They'd be scared to death.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now. That's the difference. And I'll say it in English so people here understand what I'm saying. I'm live right now. It's what it says in Nevuah. It's the righteous remnant of the nation. And you are the product of 1,000 generations of souls screaming at you to not stop. You have the DNA of your great-great-grandmother within you, and you have the DNA of your great-great-great-granddaughter within you. So, I mean, look at who we're facing while we say that. Our great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather and grandmother. And nothing's going to stop us from taking this all over, every single millimeter. And it's only because of our own lack of unity, where it says in the Torah so clearly we don't have to look to the heavens or underneath. We don't have to try to dig for the truth. It's right there in black and white in the longest running, highest selling book in history. 4,200 years of truth. 4,200 years of truth. Who am I to break that chain, and who are you to try to break it? All we can do is strengthen it for our future generations. And by doing so, we will see our redemption bimheira v'yameinu, without any question. And I say that tied to Avraham and Sarah, and I say that tied to Ruth and Yishai, and I live at the highest hilltops of the land of Israel, and I play in the fields of Ruth and Boaz. And when Boaz went to the field, he didn't say, hey, workers, work harder. He said, Baruch Hashem, how are you? He was a man of God, and Ruth was a woman that came from an impure land, and God had to plant the seed of the future redemption of the entire world, not just the nation of Israel, but the entire world, through her seed. And it was only by bringing that seed from a land of impurity into a land of kadosh, to a land of holiness, that God was even able to do such a thing. Because the natural forces that God planted into the world to give us freedom of choice, to judge us, to elicit justice within us, like we're seeing right now, right as we hear the shofar blowing during the time of Rosh Hashanah, those angels that God created in order to create justice and equality and choice in the world would have said, no way you can bring the seed of the Messiah, of Mashiach, through. We're not going to allow it. The Jewish nation is not worthy of it. So God said, I will do it through a messenger that nothing and nobody can ever possibly comprehend. A woman from Moab. Fast forward thousands of years later, we have people speaking English, Russian, Amhari from Ethiopia, whatever, Afrikaans, every single language, including redneck Jew like me from Tennessee saying y'all. And we've all come back here like magnets. We can't even help it if we tried. It's like trying to tell gravity to stop being gravity. The Jewish soul will come home. If you are a Jewish soul and you are watching this and you are afraid from your children that they will not come to see some type of path of light, don't worry. Nevuah, prophecy, tells us the exact opposite. And God tells us on top of that, who are you to try to understand my ways with your little human brain? That doesn't mean if you watching this are not Jewish, if you're Christian, I promise you over and over again, it doesn't mean that you're born as a sinner. It doesn't mean you're born worthless. That is complete hogwash. God tells us in Deuteronomy, you can read it for yourself. You have the power to choose between life and death, between good and evil. Choose life. Fight me if you want. They're not my words. I'm quoting Torah, pure, unadulterated, not changed into Latin, not revised by church fathers who despised Jews and would have done what Hitler would have done to us, but pure Torah that has not been altered since the time it was given to us on Mount Sinai until now. Boys and girls, I'm taking that any day. Any day. Read your prophecy. You're going to be tugging on our shirt strings, begging us to take you to Jerusalem where you hear God is, because we're going to lead you down that path. And if we fail to do that, if we fail to be a light unto the nations, if we fail to be a mamlechet kohanim, an am goy, an am kadosh tihiyeh, if we can't be a holy nation, if we can't be a nation of priests, if we can't be a light unto the nations, if we can't break that darkness, if we don't do our job, then we will all suffer for it. That burden is on the Jews' shoulders, which is why when the anti-Semites say the world's problems is the Jews' fault, they're not wrong. They just don't know why they're not wrong because they're too freaking ignorant. They are not wrong because God told us they're not wrong. It's only through our effort, only through our hard work, only through our tshuva, our repentance, telling God that we must come closer to Him. Not through faith alone, not through words alone, through actions, through changing our ways. Then all of this darkness that represents Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and all those savages, the alphabet soups of terrorisms of the world will disappear like a puff of wind. You don't believe me? You're not reading the same Torah I am. Get to it. Much love from beautiful Eretz Yisrael, the place that all of us are willing to stand up for. And if you bless Israel, and we're going to do it like we do in every video, because I want you to be zocher, to get, I want you to merit, to receive a positive commandment from the Torah, from God, to reverse the sin of the spies that we are still paying for to this day. And it's so simple. You don't have to write a check. You don't have to stand up on a big stage and tell everybody how great and rich you are. All you got to do is say a few words, and that is, God bless Israel. Because that is so deep. And in today's world, if you stand up against all of this tidal wave of hell and darkness and say, God bless Israel, and you truly look into what you're blessing and why, it's a guarantee that you and your descendants will receive that blessing in your time. Shalom, peace, love. But please stand up and be strong. I can speak Torah from the hilltops of Judea. I can speak peace and equality and love between everybody, but I will carry my rifle, I will carry my pistol, and I will stand up to that evil, square up to the face. You better damn well believe that, and you better damn well be doing that as well to evil, both foreign and domestic.